Welcome to the Country Fried Outdoors Tasting Your Experience podcast. The podcast that will connect you to resources regionally and nationwide to engage them in open, honest discussions so that we can inspire the growth that you need to chase the experience you want. So strap yourself in because here we go. So let's talk a little bit. So what is the product line that you offer right now? What is, and you can start A to Z and just kind of throw down a quick like description of it.
Okay, so we'll start from I always start in springtime. So my full blend of clover, my clover mix is called First Dew. So for that, basically, I took that from morning dews in the springtime and whatever. Um, First Dew is all a bunch of different. It's basically a mix of annuals and perennials. So that I've gotten pretty dialed in where you can have that if you take care of it, you can have that good 4 or 5 years. So good clover in it before the weeds take over and whatever. So that's my pure clover blend on that. From there, then we step into my hide and seek. So hide and seek, if you ever see my logo on that, it's got Sasquatch, and that was from another buddy at the fire service too that was obsessed with Sasquatch. So we had to incorporate him into hide and seek, which that's been my screening in my border. And actually, just over the past years, there's been a few different pheasant clubs and everything that have bought seed from me too to use the sorghum plants for all the pheasants and whatnot in the field for
Yeah.
feed and all cover and whatever they're using that for upland birds. So that's something unique, which I like. That's just something different to use with it. So um I guess from there then we'll step into basically my prestige brassica is my full blend of brassica mixes. Everything is all winter hardy. It's fast growing, big leaves. I don't like to use too many bulbs per se in my mix just because there's been some I I've learned that like the leaves are more palatable and basically they'll drive to those first. And most guys that are looking for hunting purposes want to go to the leaves first more than the bulbs. So I've kind of shied away from bulbs, like the turnips and the radishes and the rutabagas and you name it, I've seen it. So sugar beets, the whole 9 yards of that stuff. So which they're not bad products, they're just not what I prefer in what we're doing. So then my next two basically is a deep woods and a field perfection. Now those two are different. The deep woods is for those micro plots, those kill plots and the hard to reach spots. It's the guys that want to backpack in on state land or got to go way back in off the country roads up here to go. And you can put micro plots in with those. I mean, it's simple: rake, weed whip, round up. You're gonna get a nice plot out of those. So and then field perfection is just what the name states. It's got a mixture of grains and brassicas in it, and that's hard to beat in Michigan in a wintertime. So it's the greenest thing out there. So that draws them right in. So
So you said something about the brassicas that you don't like to run a lot of like bulbs. Is that like is that like a regional thing because Michigan tends to get like a crap ton of snow and it's not useful for you or?
so yep, you're starting to get some of the picture here. So a lot of guys that see all these big names on TVs that go out to Iowa and whatnot that have these big massive turnip bulbs and stuff. For the time I've been doing food plots and everybody else, you grow these massive turnip bulbs, it's raccoons, possums, all them critters are going to just gnaw on that thing. And a deer's going to take a couple of bites and then you're going to have a dead rotting bulb in there. And you've basically only fed a few critters with it. I've found, and just this is my own personal experiences, but if you can get a golf ball size to about maybe a baseball size of a turnip or a radish or a rutabaga, something. I mean, radishes are more up and down, but like a rutabaga or something like that, the deer will rip them right out of the ground and eat it whole. Now, right there, I get more bang for my buck out of that deal than I do, you know, a big bulb that sit there and just rotted over the winter under the Michigan snow. And, you know, and it's nice too because they're gonna hit the leaves. Deer love the green
Hmm.
food, and Brassica's got that high energy, high carb deal, so that's gonna really drive them to keep eating it.